You should know that today, Sunday, July 20th, is the lowest volume trading day for any market, including crypto. The trade volume on XRP is $7.42 billion. That is the most trading volume for crypto over the weekend since the 2021 cycle. We did witness a bump in volume when Trump was elected and took office in Q1 2025. But right now we are experiencing the greatest volume for XRP, something we haven't seen in a long time, on a weekend day. That being said, we can expect a lot of money to come in now that the 2x leveraged ETF has been approved and will start trading live on Monday. We can expect substantially more money to come in, and we hope that transaction volume will reach the double digits, or possibly the triple digits, billions. Let's go ahead and break everything down. But first, realize that this is not financial advice. As always, I'm just trying to let you guys know what plays I'm in. If you're new here, hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm and also about subscribing to the channel. Let's get into the video. This Sunday, the market is completely green. We are waiting for the weekly close, which we think will be over 118K or 119K. Ethereum just hit a new high for the last 180 days. And Ripple people. In the last 24 hours, there have been $7.4 billion in trades. It has about 1/6 the volume of BTC in a market valuation that is less than 1/10 that of BTC. So, at the speed we're going, we can still see some big rallies. And I'm talking about XRP having the potential to go up 2 to 3 times in the next few days, not even weeks or months. So, with that in mind, keep in mind that everyone is trading crypto today. That went in over the past 3 to 6 months. Anyone who bought any crypto after the news about tariffs came out in February is officially in the green, since all of the top 100 cryptocurrencies are, yes, there are those that are ahead of the rest and some that are behind, but I'm liking green, and I love that the volume is so high. I don't care about weekend prices because that's when people normally sell their stocks. But folks, you can see it there in front of us. Every cryptocurrency is up, so don't forget to check XRP again. As I said, the trading volume is looking excellent after the pump we witnessed at the end of the week, which went from $2.95 to $3.64 and found a higher high for support. Things are looking excellent from a price action, technical analysis, or whatever you want to call it. We're hearing that better than expected is what everyone is saying, even if you draw trend lines. But let's talk about the news stories that are affecting XRP and what you may expect when the market opens tomorrow. But don't forget that there's always a link to BTCC down below. BTCC is the oldest crypto exchange and a partner of the channel. If you want to trade XRP, USDT pairs and start building up an XRP position, you may do so there. Michael Saylor, your expert, is hinting that you should buy more Bitcoin. Stay modest and stack your... And you can see that Michael Saylor has been one of the greatest bulls, with MicroStrategies converting to the Bitcoin strategy and constantly adding to their holdings. And keep in mind that what is good for Bitcoin is also good for XRP, other altcoins. Also, Ethereum is the best altcoin on the market right now, but I predict XRP will beat it at some point this cycle. It just broke through its 180-day resistance and hit a new 6-month high of $3,800 at $3,807, and the flows are better than they were previously. Let's get started with some of the news stories we can look forward to next week. A few hours earlier, CoinDesk said this week's chart. The limitless money issue on Wall Street has moved from Bitcoin to other cryptocurrencies. Will the plan for publicly traded firms to buy altcoins help them stay in business? So, Wall Street's financial engineering is now a crucial tactic in the crypto market, especially through crypto, treasury, and strategies. So, guys, remember what I said at the start of the video. There was $7.4 billion in trade activity on Sunday, the lowest trading day because Wall Street is off. That's when the usual marketplaces and dealers are not online. We usually see from Monday to Friday, even if they aren't cryptocurrencies backed by institutions. Like XRP, which isn't on a spot ETF yet, we still see more activity, because traders are more active and there is a lot more volume. So that's one. Companies like Strategy, which used to be called MicroStrategy, have been the first to use convertible notes and shares to buy Bitcoin. This has been like the infinite money glitch, which makes prices go up and makes it easier to raise more money. The approach is moving into altcoins, which could lead to more growth prospects, but it also comes with a lot of risk if the market changes. But for now, we have a very good idea. Donald Trump says that trade deals are almost done, and things are looking a lot better. These are the tailwinds that will propel us in the right direction. Wall Street has been able to transform complicated things into money-making machines for a long time. And how do they get it done? Financial engineering is the skill of structuring debt, equity, and derivatives in ways that often go against the norm to get returns. So, with all of this in mind and the fact that BTC prices keep hitting new all-time highs in the headlines, Considering the constant flow of money into coins like XRP, we can kind of expect and believe that if we keep up our volume over the weekend, we'll see the same amount of volume next week. And don't forget that the approval of the ETF is still going on. We think it will come out in August or maybe even September for a spot trading ETF. This is great timing because Bitcoin dominance is going down. If you go to CoinMarketCap and read through, you can see that first and foremost, where the alt index and Bitcoin dominance are right now. Bitcoin dominance peaked at 66% and then fell back down. Now it's at 60%, while Ethereum is at 11.7%. A lot of money is going into ETH, which is the first hint that altcoin season is here. Keep in mind that ETH still needs to go up by 20% to 25% to reach its all-time high of 4,800 in 2021. Once ETH starts to rise toward its all-time high, we move into Thea. A lot of people are asking this question. What is altcoin season? It's basically a printing machine that joins our item, but right now, the number one sign that something is going to happen is that the market is going to move up. You need to pay attention when I talk about this risk on markets. It took place in 2017, it happened in 2021, and now it's going to happen again in 2025. At that point, the Federal Reserve of the United States of America, people who can print dollars, add to their balance sheet, or sell off their balance sheet will start to switch from a pause, which is where we've been for the last 6 months or so. They stopped cutting rates, and then we go into quantitative easing from quantitative tightening, which is basically just not doing anything with the federal funds rate. They will make a decision, and the next rate decision is scheduled to be on July 30th, which I will cover on this channel. And Jerome Powell is scheduled to talk at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the same day. That's when we'll know if the markets are ready to take on all the risk. That being said, what we're witnessing right now are the first signs that institutions in Wall Street are moving into crypto, but not Bitcoin. Bitcoin had its time to shine. It's increased to X from its all-time high in 2021, which means that for XRP to catch up to Bitcoin and Ethereum, we need to see ETH ut and short. We need to see XRP at least at $7.50 to $8 if they just catch up. But normally, once altcoin season starts, Bitcoin's dominance keeps going down. This means that XRP might move up to $10, $15, or even $20 in the short term. We can start to think about it when ETF inflows are higher than what investors, Wall Street, and hedge funds at institutions expect. Talking about the possibility of XBR reaching $50, $100, or more. It might not make sense from a market cap point of view right now. But keep in mind that there are a lot of things that could change people's minds and make this a $4 trillion industry instead of a $40 trillion one, or a $100 trillion one, or a $150 trillion one. It's all there. People are saying that Bitcoin will be worth at least $20 trillion in the next 3 to 4 years, which is $1 million each BTC. If Bitcoin can reach $20 trillion, why can't XRP reach $5, $10, or even $20 trillion? Why can't it be worth as much as BTC and meet expectations? Yes, it's not a reserve currency, but the blockchain is going to govern the globe. It will be the one that operates the banking systems, the fast system, and of course, any big transaction. Yes, that's right, I'm a bull. XRP makes me very happy. I'm delighted I added to my investment when it was below $2. In 2017, it was one of the first cryptocurrencies I acquired on the Kraken market. From the end of 2017 to the start of 2018, never sold, only kept on to that position. When it reached to 50 cents, I almost gave up and lost. But I wish I had bought more. But a lot of people will say they wish they had bought more when it goes 2, 4, 5, or 6. And the rest, as they say, is history. But hey,